Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please excuse the fact that I've not gotten ready yet. My hair is so flat. Last night I did a hair mask and like a nice double shampoo and I feel like nice and fresh. And so this morning I was like, I don't really have many meetings. I can't be bothered to do my hair for the sake of it and put a load of product in it. And now I've picked up this camera like, wow, I wish that I had. But it's a nice, bright, sunny Tuesday. It's the Bake Off semi-final tonight. We're actually having a bit of like a finale party next week. So I'm very excited for this episode. I'm in the depths of it with Bake Off. But I've just had my flu vaccine. I'm really hoping that I don't get struck down after I've just picked up this camera. Obviously, if you saw last week's vlogs, I was poorly. Luckily, it only lasted like 3 or 4 days. I ended up I thought it was COVID, but actually my throat was fine. I didn't really develop a cough. I still feel a bit like horsey and coursey, not horsey. But I'm feeling fine. I've just had my vaccine though, and so I'm worried that I am gonna get struck down with it again. But you do usually get milder symptoms. So I'm thinking like, if what I had last week was what's in this vaccine, I should be fine. Anyway, we've just got to have weekly food shop. We've actually done an Ocado order this week because we had like 25% off for an order, which we used to get Ocado back when we lived up in Manchester. But now we live really close to like a Sainsbury's and an Aldi, so we usually just walk there. But we did a weekly food shop on Ocado. I'm going to show you what we got because we did pick up quite a few things. So let's go have a look. So here is the weekly food shop. It looks like quite a lot when I've laid it out like this, but really we've only got a couple of dinners and then some lunches in here. Most of it is protein puddings, but we've got a couple portions or a couple packs of eggs from Ocado, obviously. And then we've got a couple of the yogurts, some chopped tomatoes, red kidney beans. Our meals this week we're having are like a Mediterranean gnocchi tray bake, and then we're also going to do the bulgur wheat harissa chicken. If you've watched my videos before, you will see lots of that. I've got a huge bag of parsley. I've got chorizo to go in the tray bake, lots of cherry tomatoes, lots of feta, the best bagels ever. Like I told you before, these are the Fitzgerald's poppy seed bagels. They are so good. The fruit as well from Ocado is really good. So we've got some raspberries and some strawberries. A huge pack of Flora butter. Apparently this was only £2, which seems like a massive bargain. And then we've just got some other bits like granola and some harissa. I've not tried this harissa paste before. And these granolas are both new as well. So these are from Holly's Positive Chain. Those are granola clusters with protein and chocolate. All of this is very protein heavy. Oh, here we go. Protein crunch, hazelnut and almonds. Gym lads in this house. But yeah, here's the weekly food shop. And also a little sweet treat, some Rice Krispie Squares bars. I'm going to make my little tuna recipe for dinner. Not for dinner, for lunch. But I told you last week that I wasn't really fancying it anymore. But at the moment I'm like, ooh, I actually could do with that. Although, yeah, we did get it. We got some soft pizzas. So this is basically, if you've not seen, it's like a tuna cardo recipe from like During the Juice. It's just like tuna, jalapeno, tomatoes, onion, and then you put it on like a little Warburton thin. So I'm actually not going to have that tuna recipe because I realised I have this left over in the fridge. It's just a chicken induyang kale soup that I picked up from Sainsbury's yesterday, and I had it with a nice crusty roll and it was so nice and so autumnal and warm. Miss Piper, I can see you. I've also had this iced latte in the fridge literally all summer, and so the time has finally come for me to use it up. Oh, I thought you was meant to shake them. Oh my god. It literally says on top, no need to shake. Nice. It's literally just like sugar because it's a caramel one. I'm pretty sure over summer they were actually going around Brighton on like little bikes with a trolley on the back giving these out. And so this really has been sat in the fridge for about 3 months maybe. And every time that we do a food shop and we organise the fridge, I think I really need to drink that. And it's not even like it's a hot day. It's literally like 15 degrees. It's cold outside. I've just had my flu jab. And here I am still drinking nice lattes. So I've just finished up my work meeting. It's so crazy that the sun now sets at like the end of the work day, but I looked out my window and saw the sunset, so I just rushed up to the roof garden, which I don't actually think I've ever showed you on the vlog, but anyway, let me show you the sunset. Oh, it's not even showing up on camera. Let me focus it 1 second. There we go. It still doesn't look as like bright as in real life, but it's just so like orange and pink. It's just beautiful. Back home now, that sunset was so beautiful. I'm so envious of like, we are on the corner that like you'd get the sunset view, but we're just not high enough, which is so annoying. But when you go like upstairs, so we can see it a bit, but as you get higher, I don't know if there's, I'm sure there's something scientific, but it like almost gets more vibrant upstairs. And I just always forget that we have the rooftop and I'm like, I can actually go up there to watch sunset. So I need to make an effort to do more of that in the winter, even though it's cold and the sunset is so like early. I need to make an effort to go and get some sunlight. Anyway, the kitchen is a mess. I've not even unloaded the dishwasher today. It's been such a busy day at work, and I've also just been finishing the edit on the most recent vlog, which is like our weekend vlog. So that's now uploaded. So I'm going to tidy up the kitchen. I thought I'll pop you on a time lapse because I love watching people tidy their kitchens. Ours is really messy. It's not dirty, it's just untidy. So please don't judge. I've also got a fern that I need to pot up, so I might do that this evening as well because I bought a little pot for it yesterday. There's so much going on in this flat. Let's get this one tidied and then we can actually cook dinner. I'm not sure what we're going to have tonight. It's either the bulgur wheat traybake or the like Mediterranean gnocchi traybake, both traybakes. But Ty's just been to M&S now to pick up a jacket that he's had his eye on, so he's gone to get that. Once he's home, I can figure out what we want for dinner. Tidy up first, then I can cook dinner. Yeah, I'm not too sure. My brain feels a bit frazzled. I think Ty's actually put this in here to like drink up some water. Yeah, the saucepan is full of water. So let's just pop that to the side for now. Step one, I think, is to get rid of some of this rubbish. Earlier we both had a protein pudding and put some Oreos in it. Honestly, I'm just embarrassing myself here. And please do not judge my outfit, because this outfit, I just threw these on so that I could quickly run upstairs, and this t-shirt is something that I just put on earlier so that I could go and get my flu vaccine. Honestly, today is a write-off. Kitchen is tidy. I already feel so much better. I'm such a person that's like, tidy house, tidy mind. Like, I don't really, I was gonna say I don't feel stress. I absolutely am like the most stressed out person that I know. But especially like just day to day, I don't, day to day, I don't really live like that much of a stressful life outside of work. But if the flat's not tidy, I just feel like so like just in my head and just like stressed. So that was a lot. That's sorted. I mean, all it really was just unloading and reloading the dishwasher. But like, honestly, when did we moved in May and we didn't have a dishwasher in our old house. And I used to say that I went from having a dishwasher and like being used to having a dishwasher for like 4 or 5 years. And then I moved in with Ty and we didn't have a dishwasher. And like, oh my God, I used to like spend, I want to say like an hour each day just washing up dishes, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, just glasses. Like, I don't know how we accumulate so much washing up. I feel like we just like it's probably so wasteful, but I feel like we honestly like look at a glass and I'm like, right, it's dirty, like stick it in the dishwasher, or just like in the sink to wash up. So I'm so glad. Anyway, this is a love message to my dishwasher. But that is sorted. I'm actually decided that I'm just gonna make dinner without time. I'm gonna do the Greek gnocchi bake. It's so yummy. I made it for my friends when they came to visit last month, and was it last month? 2 months ago. It was in the summer. God, time flies. But it's so yummy. It's got chorizo in it. It's got chicken. It's gnocchi, like loads of feta, olives. I usually don't do the olives, but we do have some in the fridge, and so I'm going to chuck those in as well. Loads of parsley. We all know I love a bit of parsley. And yeah, it's just so yummy. I will leave the recipe linked in the description, or maybe I'll write it out, because actually you need a Mob subscription to get it. Mob Kitchen is like a recipe site and like app, but I actually don't have it, and so my friend's boyfriend has it. He screenshotted the recipe and sent it to me. So what I do is I have to scroll through Instagram messages to find this recipe every time. You'd think I'd know it by now, but I absolutely don't. So let's whip that together now. My camera's flashing. I'm gonna have to go and get a charger. Let's get this all going on this evening. This is not like a usual slow-paced vlog. I'm gonna try and calm down and chill it out. First things first, to try to calm this down a bit, I'm going to light a pumpkin candle. This has been my favourite pumpkin candle of like the whole season, and I honestly think maybe of like ever. It's so nice, and it's so like subtle. It's not like a really overly sweet smell. I got this one from TK Maxx, and it was £10. It's a bit of a pricey one for TK Maxx. Usually they're like, well, actually it was HomeSense, but obviously that is TK Maxx. But it's just like so nice. It's spiced pumpkins and peppered cloves with golden honey. I think that's it. Like it's almost just like a really like subtly spicy but like sweet smell, and it's not like overly sickly. I'm gonna pop that next to all of my other pumpkins. I usually have candlesticks here, but I need to do an Amazon order because I usually pick them up from like, not that I'm not supporting local, but I usually buy them for £1.50 per candlestick, and I go through like 5-10 candlesticks a week, and so I'm going to order a big pack online because I saw like a 50 pack for £10, and I thought I've been getting mugged off all this time, so I need to order some new candlesticks for that. But anyway, let's get cooking. I'm now realising one of the main components of this dish is aubergine, and I don't have any of that. So we're going to make do without. The main recipe actually doesn't include any meat either, but I'm adding some chicken and some chorizo just to try and get some of that protein, you know, gym lads. But we've got pew lentils, some cherry tomatoes. You need 400 grams of those. I've got a bag that I need to use up, and then I'll just grab some from there. Need some gnocchi, some red onion, some lemon, and what we're going to do is actually pickle the red onion with the lemon juice and then add the zest somewhere. And then we've got basically a whole block of feta in this recipe, which is a little bit strong, but I'm not complaining. Some harissa and then a load of parsley. So in a bowl, we're just going to make up a little paste to actually go over the dish. So we need to combine lemon zest, juice, grated garlic, some olive oil, some dried oregano, some harissa paste, and then just some salt and pepper. What I really need to add onto my Christmas list this year is a lemon juicer. And I know that sounds silly to add onto your Christmas list, but I absolutely love a lemon or like a lime juicer. It's just so much easier. And then also you don't have to worry about like scraping out the pips like that. But it's also one of those purchases that I just can't bring myself to make. Like spending £10 on a lemon juicer just does not seem like a priority right now. Now we just need 2 teaspoons of oregano. And then we just need 1.5 tablespoons of harissa. I'm actually not too sure how much I have in this jar. Let's just empty out the jar because I've just bought a new one as well. Some salt and pepper. And finally, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, which seems like a lot, but I feel like most recipes, especially ottolenghi recipes, if anyone's ever done one of those, they love olive oil. So I just sort of pretend that if you get like a good quality extra virgin olive oil, it's not that unhealthy for you. And people always talk about like healthy fats and unhealthy fats, and I'm telling myself that it's okay to add that much olive oil. So now I'm just going to give this a little mix into a dressing. I really should go and put my apron on because I always end up staining myself whenever I'm cooking. Now that that's done, I'm just going to place it aside, and then we can get started with the actual vegetables going into the dish. Usually when I do this recipe, I end up using 2 bacon trays, but because we don't have a whole aubergine going in, I'm going to try and just keep it to 1 bacon tray. And then I'm thinking it will be like nice and juicy and just like more concentrated rather than the flavour being spread across the 2. So that is the tomatoes all chopped up. It seems like a lot, and I don't usually cut them in half, but I've just seen on the recipe that you're meant to. So I've been missing a trick this whole time. Next, I'm just going to cut up about half a chorizo, and then I might just do like 1.5 chicken breasts. I'm not too sure if 2 chicken breasts and all that chorizo would fit in. Plus, I do know that chorizo isn't the healthiest, so, you know, you win some, you lose some with your olive oil. So now I just need to drizzle this with even more olive oil, and then a little bit of salt and pepper, and this will go in the oven for 15 minutes. Whilst that's in the oven, I'm just going to quickly pickle the red onion. So I'm going to slice this thinly, and then it literally is just mixing this with the juice of half a lemon and some salt. Whoa, there's a lot more like juice than usual. I don't know if that's because I've halved the cherry tomatoes, because usually this looks quite dry, so I'm thinking I may have actually been really missing a trick this whole time, because the gnocchi also comes out a bit dry, so maybe this is going to be the best time yet. So what we're going to do is add in the pew lentils along with the gnocchi and the olives, and then mix over the harissa dressing. Now this is going to go back into the oven for 10 minutes, and after that we're going to crumble over the feta, put it back in for another 5 minutes, and then we're good to go. So we're almost there, everyone. This looks so good already. The last step is basically just to crumble a whole block of feta on top. I'm just going to give it a mix. Oh, I've lost a bit of gnocchi. Just so the juices get all over the dried bits of gnocchi. And now, this does seem extreme, but I swear the recipe does actually call for a whole block of 200 grams of feta. So I'm just going to crumble this up. Oh, that's a bit too much. And then back in the oven for 5 more minutes. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes. It says to wait until the feta's charred. I mean, mine doesn't really look that charred. There's little bits of char. Here she is. It smells incredible. Just going to put all of the parsley on top now. I do love a bit of parsley, so I will go a bit heavy with this. So this is the final dish. I've just added the pickled red onions, and I'm going to dive right in.
That gutted at my smash because I don't know how I was ever going to get it out of the mould.
And that was a shambles, wasn't it? It looked like a pond.
It's down to the showstopper. I hate being in this position.
Ask our baker and discover who will miss out on the place in the ground.
It was ants, it was like scrambled egg.
And finally, it's just inside. The pressure today is palpably.
Good morning. It's now Wednesday morning. I feel like this week is flying by, and also I'm realising there's only like 1 or 2 more vlogs left of Vlogtober. I can't believe it's gone so quick. I guess now that I've been doing like daily vlogging, I don't know, I've really gone into the flow of it. It's gonna be a bit weird after next week, like not filming every day. I feel like I still might carry on. I just like having a little chit chat to you all. And it seems like everyone's enjoying the videos anyway, so I obviously might not do like 3 videos a week, but I think I might take it down to like just like a Wednesday and a Sunday. I can't believe I used to only do like a Sunday video. It seems like such a waste. I could be chit-chatting to you all week. The weather today has taken a turn. It's been so nice and sunny down in Brighton, but suddenly it's now like dreary, rainy, autumnal again, which is really nice, but I don't know, now I feel a bit depressed. I'm like, oh, it's getting dark, especially because the clocks went back at the weekend. It's so strange now that sunset is like 4:30 in the afternoon rather than like, it was like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock like a month ago. Today is obviously a work day. I'm actually not too busy this week because I finished my project at the end of the week, which is so strange. I've been on this project since February and it's probably been the project with work that I've enjoyed the most out of my like 5 years there. So I'm really sad to be leaving. I'm not going very far. I'm staying with the same client, but just working with a new team. I actually have no idea what I'm doing. I've been tagged to a role. No one's told me what the role is. It doesn't sound like something that I want to do from the title of it, but I know that it will be good for me to like stay with the same client for like just career trajectory and all sorts of things like that. So I'm starting a new role next week. So maybe there will be less vlogs, I don't know. I probably won't be that busy, so it should be fine. But this week's really nice and chilled. I'm having a look at the moment to see if we can go and see Frankenstein, because I've been watching the trailers for it. I know it's meant to be a really good film. I don't think I've ever actually watched the Frankenstein movie. Is there a movie? There must be. And then also like read the book or anything, so I don't actually know the story too well. But I know that the film now looks amazing, and I'm thinking that's like nice and Halloween-y. So I'm going to see if there's any cinemas showing that. In Brighton, we don't really have many cinemas. I think we have a big Odeon, which is down the seafront, but instead we have these 2 cinemas, which I think are run by Comedia, or maybe they're run by Picture House. I'm not sure. They're more like independent cinemas, and they're like nice, like retro and old school, so it would be really fun to go and see it there. I'm going to have a look to see if we can book any showings for this week. Also, actually, I do have something to show you. I ordered these new polo tops from Massimo. I think I'm going to send them back. I tried them on a couple of days ago, and I don't really love the way they look on my figure. I've never felt like bad in a clothes before, but these like seem to really hug at my hips, and I was like, oh, maybe I need to slow down on all these sweet treats I've been having this month. So actually, let me go grab them now, and then you can give me your opinion. And if you don't like them, or if you agree with Ty, who told me that I look like I have a podgy belly, then I will be sending them back. So I have obviously already opened these. I think these arrived on Saturday, and I tried them on, didn't like them, and then I was like, I need to try them on to get your guys' opinion. But basically, I've been hunting for jumpers like this for so long. Anytime that I find a jumper with this kind of like open collar, which you can't see because the tag's in the way, they just don't really suit me. Like they're either like too opened and like showing a little bit of chest hair, or like they're really like, I don't know, like stuffy. I obviously wear a lot of polo tops. This is also one from Massimo, and I've never had anything like that I haven't loved from Massimo. Like the sizes fit me really well, the quality is really good. These are a little bit more expensive, but they are like a wool jumper. These I think were £70, and I basically saw on Sheer Lux Man, which is like a blog, that Frankie from Love Island, who now works for Sheer Lux Man, strange, but he's got really good start, and he went into Massimo and picked out his like top 5 things in there at the moment. And this grey jumper was one of them, and I absolutely loved it. And they didn't have it in stock in a small, and so I literally was waiting and waiting and waiting. Every day it would go on there, I would refresh. So when this came in stock, I was so excited, and I was so confident that I would love it, that I ordered it in 2 sizes. And so let me try them on, and let me just show you. I'm also not in the outfit today for trying them on. It's literally raining and freezing cold outside, and I am dressed like I'm going on holiday. I think this might be like an outfit that I have worn on holiday. Just my little like chino shorts. As much as I love being like cozy and warm, I hate feeling hot, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to be like, I don't know, I love being wrapped up in a scarf and like layers, but equally, something about my legs, I hate wearing jeans. I hate wearing, I will live in shorts. I will live in my little gym shorts around the house for as long as possible. And like, if it's freezing, I would rather pay to put the heating on than to put some like, I don't know, or the worst thing would be like fleece lined trousers for me. Like, no, I feel clammy at the thought of it. So anyway, I'm in my little shorts, which is literally what I always wear. Let me try on I want to try the grey on first. I might have just been having a bad day when I tried them on, but equally, if I send these back, I am making £140, and so it does seem a lot to like spend on something that I don't love, and that's really my like mantra with shopping. Like if I try it on and I don't love it, which is what happened to me in Cos with those trousers that I tried on and that jumper, then I obviously didn't buy it. I don't really see the point in buying it if I don't like feel really good in it. So I'm going to try these on so you can at least see them. Right, I've just moved you into like the little nook that we have in the bedroom. I always wonder what we should do with this space because it's such like wasted space. We can't put drawers here because you'd like walk into them and the door for the ensuite would just like whack it. And then like, I mean, we could put a print here, but it's pointless because like you would never see it. Like you're just, the way I sleep in bed, like I don't look at this wall. Anyway, this is the jumper. Can you go further back? Is that better? I do really love it, and like it feels really nice, and I like the collar, although maybe I just don't suit this kind of neckline because still on this camera I'm looking at it like I feel like I look like a pope. But this is it. It sort of just like hugs very like, I don't know, it seemed to, because as well I like to fold my jumpers over and like any top because I like it to be a bit more of a cropped fit. It just seems to sit heavy here, which I don't know if it's a me problem, I don't know if it's a jumper problem, I don't know if it's in my head, but yeah, I don't love it. I'm going to try it on in the beige now. Of course I ordered it in a beige because my whole wardrobe is literally beige and neutrals. Actually, I just looked in the mirror and I've realised what I don't like. It's like if my arms are down, like I'm looking in the viewfinder, I don't like this excess material. Equally, I don't want it too tight because I don't like this material here. But like, it's just something about it that just sits a bit like, it doesn't make me feel that good, which is such a shame because I love this jumper. This is the beige. It is a really nice jumper. I love the colour. It's like the perfect jumper. I just don't love this like excess material. And this is the smallest size that Massimo do. And I hate to be that person. I'm not very, very slim. Like I'm not as in great shape as I was before, but I'm like, they need to stock some smaller sizes in places. I don't know if it's the whole oversized thing, but like, there's so much excess material here. Like, just make it like a little bit more tailored and sharp. I don't know, but it's annoying as well because the sleeves are the perfect length on it. I don't know. Anyway, I am going to send these back. I think I'm not feeling them. It's such a shame. I'm going to continue my hunt for the perfect grey jumper. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to show you before I send them back. I've just brought the girls down for their morning walk, and I'm not sure if it's going to come across on camera, but we've been saying lately I've never seen leaves as red or like as vibrant as on our little like green pathway that we have down here at the bottom of the flat. I don't know if it's like ivy, but let me get a bit closer and I'll show you. They're literally bright red. I'm already looking on my phone and I can see it's not as vibrant as it is in real life, but all of these leaves are just like bright orange and red. It's beautiful. Here we go. I feel like this is showing you a little bit more, but these are just so pretty. I'm not sure what this plant is. It's sort of like climbing up the trellis, and there's obviously ivy up there, so that can't be ivy. But I don't know, I've had a couple of comments recently with people actually telling me about different plants and like trees and bits. So if anyone happens to know what this red one is, please let me know, because it's just, I mean, I could honestly just search it on Google, but it's nicer hearing from you guys if you actually know what the plants are. It's also hilarious that I looked all nice earlier because this is truly the reality of a Jake Jeffries vlog living in England. It was nice and sunny the past 2 days. Now it's pouring with rain and I'm out here trudging on this muddy path. Welcome to my life. I'm so glad that earlier I spent all that time doing my hair and getting myself ready just to look the exact same as I did yesterday with my flat hair. You join me now in the bathroom. I'm conscious that this is not the place that I should be doing this task. I should probably just go and do this outside on the balcony, but it's so cold and windy and rainy out there, and I just thought, I'm going to do this in a bath. If I need to make a mess, I'll do it in the bath. The plan of action is, I bought this fan to go on the console table, which I know has had a lot of ideas from everyone on what we should be putting on the console table, but I always envisioned a lamp, a fern, and some books with a candle on, or a diffuser or something. And I've been waiting for the perfect fern. Usually they're all too big or too small. This one is probably leaning on the too big side, but I'm not too sure because I keep buying things for that console table, and then actually the scale of it, they look really small on there. Like, I'd be looking for candles, but unless we're spending £200 on a candle, I'm not getting a big candle for that console table. So I just picked up this pot from a plant shop in Brighton called Hugo and Green, and I thought that that would be like perfect, nice and rustic. I've been wanting a big terracotta pot, but they just are so hard to come by, like aged terracotta pots. Our local garden centre used to do them in Manchester, and I never realised how lucky I was because I've never been able to find them ever since. But the plan of action is to put this in the smaller nursery pot to go into this one, because I found that my plants do a lot better when they're in nursery pots inside another pot. So, you may ask what this plant is doing here. I basically want to still this small pot to go into it. So we're doing lots of transplants in here. Oh my god, transplants. But this pot still doesn't fit. And instead of wasting a pot, I'm going to try and cut it. I'm going to try and break through this plastic with my secateurs and some scissors to put the fern into this pot so that it can go into this pot. Am I making any sense? I'm not too sure. You'll see what I mean when I do it. And then this one can go into that pot, which is bigger, which gives this plant a bit more breathing room, because this one already seems like it's in too small of a pot, but this is what we got it in at the garden centre. Anyway, let's get to work and see if this is even possible. I might get in trouble with Ty, but we shall see. I'm going to make a massive mess in the bathroom and then have to scrape everything out of the bath. But hey ho. First things first, let's actually see what we're working with here. So I'm just going to try and loosen this up. I need to also keep the soil because we don't have any other soil to fill up the pot. So, give it a bit of a shake. She doesn't want to come loose. There we go. Oh my god. See, that's just way too much. And then, let's take this one out. This is Ty's baby, so I don't want to upset this plant. There we go. Oh my god. Yeah, she's root bound. I think she needs a new pot. Here we have it. It's now in the smaller pot. So this obviously isn't going to go on the console table right now. I need to find somewhere else to put it. I've realised I'm not even showing you it on the camera. Could you see where I was talking to you? But I'm going to maybe put this on like the coffee table or maybe just in one of the bedrooms for now until we are done with the little Halloween decoration on the console table. So here is the bird of paradise in its usual spot, just in the bigger pot. I'm really hoping it's going to get even bigger now. I originally had a big bird of paradise from when I lived in London. I got it from Columbia Flower Market. It was like £40, but we managed to get this one in Brighton for, I want to say like £15?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so around £15. And it's so much like you got two parts of this one, so I've got even more. But the issue was with the old bird of paradise is when I first moved to Manchester, it did not like the cold. It also didn't help that I think I put it in the garden, didn't I?
Yeah.
We basically moved in with Ty's parents for a little bit, and I didn't want to take up loads of room in the house with all my plants, so I put it in the garden in a greenhouse, and it lasted a little while, but then, yeah, it didn't last long. So we managed to get a new one when we moved in here, and you'd actually see in, I think, a vlog a little while ago, we went to a garden centre in Brighton and had this ginormous one that Ty was trying to get us to get for like in the corner, but I feel like we've got enough plants going on. Anyway, I just wanted to see what this would actually look like in situ. So the plan would be, once Halloween is over, pop that here, and then obviously the pumpkins and bits would be gone. So we'd still have like my two candlesticks, a candle, and then I would really love to get like a stone lamp or like a stone, you know the ones that have like a big stone base. I've got my eye on one from the White Company which is ginormous, but I just can't justify buying it at the moment. So it would look a lot like cleaner. Then we still have our picture frames and a candle. I like the way that looks. I feel like it looks a little bit strange from this angle here, having the candlesticks, but eventually I think that looks quite nice. And then if we were to get like a lamp, I don't know where the picture frames would go then, but it would look nice with a lamp there instead. Who knows, but this will be the home eventually. For now, I'm going to go and find somewhere else to put it. Hello. So I was just editing this vlog and I realised I never said goodbye to you. I got a bit too swept up in the traitors last night. And also I just went and like chilled and was reading my book. It was a nice quiet evening, but I obviously just wanted to close off this vlog and say thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in a couple of days for the Vlogtober finale. We're actually having a bit of a like Halloween party, but not like a full-on party. We've just got friends coming over and it's very spontaneous. This wasn't planned until yesterday, so today in the next vlog you'll see me preparing for it, but we're just having friends over, watching some movies and doing some pumpkin carving. So it'll be a very nice chilled Halloween, but that will obviously be the last vlog of Vlogtober. I feel a bit emotional. I've gotten so into the swing of things, and also like so many people have joined. So if you're one of our new subscribers, thank you so much for joining us. And if you're one of our existing subscribers, thanks for watching me ramble on for a past month anyway, but I'll save all the sentiments for the next vlog. I just wanted to sign off this one and say thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.